because that's the map that we're going into. It's Train, ViCi Gaming against Invictus, and it's the decider map. It's Train. It's one that we've been really looking forward to in the Asia region and missing out on for quite a long time. Invictus will start on the CT side here, so that's already a good start for them. But ViCi do tend to have some pretty damn good pistol rounds. They're going to go into it quickly, rushing into the A-bomb site, and that's a sharp shot from Oi, followed up by another, and maybe even one more, but Advent binks him down, so he decides to back away, play it safe, and that's good news for Invictus. A great start to the map because it looks like they'll pick up the pistol.
Looks like it, unless Orman unarmored can 1v nothing as he goes down, and Invictus do start off very nicely on that CT side. They must have won the knife round, now they've won the pistol, now they've won the economy, and they're going to win the map. And I am going to get back on track with my predictions.
It's a bit preemptive, I think, to say that they're going to win the map. But look, that's a sharp shot from Oi.
He's actually been pretty good today. Like, I've watched a couple of Invictus games. He's been okay. Today, he's impressed me with a lot of the shots he's hitting.
Okay. Good signs. GG bet odds very heavily favouring ViCi, though, now that they've been able to get over the line on Nuke and have pushed this through to map 3.
The only word I can think of to describe Advent in that picture is Mad Dog.
Mad Dog. What about CSGO right now with the Incendiary, dropping that down on the ramp, but ViCi are not too eager to overcommit to B just yet. It's going to be a, well, quick push out from both angles, and I dare say it's not going to eventuate into a whole lot. See how it does drop, so that's probably going to mean a bomb plant will go down. In the end, it does, which is not too bad for ViCi. Zoking's also got himself one more kill. Also, actually, pretty good for ViCi, to be honest.
Gox, they get a bomb plant. They take 2 guns off the CTs. That is very good.
Considering they didn't invest even a single dollar.
Single dollar he do. Single esports dollar. ESD. If Zoking goes utilityless, he can drop an ult for Kaze, but he's not going to. ViCi Gaming. It's been a while since I watched their T-side on Train, I must say. Definitely something that we saw much more of in 2019. But definitely lots of reps on it in recent times. Same thing for Invictus. Wouldn't be too surprised if these two teams practice against each other. So, all things considered, they should both be well drilled and ready to play on this map against this opponent. It's fast smokes towards outside for ViCi Gaming, but they're not going to use them, at least not initially. Instead, starting to mix things up over towards that inner side of the map. Only the single player over there for the time being. It's CSGO. He's now going to be joined by Viva on that scout who heads over there. Zoking trying to make something happen towards this E-box sandwich area, but now they hit towards inner. Yeah, that flash came in a little bit too late from Advent, and Xiao with the AUG is always going to be difficult to deal with unless your name is Orman and you're hitting headshots with the AK. That's bomb plant time for ViCi, and they pushed very far forward, taking a lot of control the flash.
here.
Flash from Kaze, if it's timed correctly, could set up Orman for success here. He flashes high to the right side, and Orman pushes through the smoke. Very nicely done. Great coordination from ViCi Gaming.
He's taken the Glock out and tried to challenge flying. Good shot from Kaze. He's ramping that fist up. I'll tell you what, that was a weird round again. Invictus looked like they might be off to a good start, but ViCi punches back.
I think even if Zoking does die out there towards Sandwich, it's almost like his job's kind of done, just from holding those rotations in position. ViCi, they don't wait long enough for that man disadvantage to get to them too much. They go in there, they get the trades on inner, they set themselves up in a 3-on-3 after trading out favorably, and they leverage a bit of utility to win the round again. Fast outside smokes, and this time a straight out SL.
Yeah, Destroyer fully flashed and gets run down by Jam Young. The trade is in from Viva, but ViCi have got a lot of presence on the bomb site, and that's what Viva is finding out right now. Same with flying, they've got no idea that there's another one there, but Zoking, the raw adjustment, he's like a machine. CSGO has gotten both Zoking and Advent. What is going on this round? It's madness. Orman, please. He's got to clutch it out, and he does, but dear, oh dear. I think they're pulling out all the stops for this map.
Absolutely insane plays.
I can just imagine what Zoking's arm was doing in that.
I'm pretty sure he did a backflip with his mouse at some point. Like, look at this. This is backflip material already. Full swipe. That's 2 swipes. Now another 2 swipes. He can't even do a 180. He does about like a 150 and then has to do another 30.
And guys, if you've never seen Zoking playing in person, you don't understand what we're talking about. You just have to.
You got to YouTube it. This is an eco round. There's no excuse.
I'm sure.
This is an eco round.
I'm sure
This is the perfect time to go on YouTube. Zoking mouse movement. Okay, Jordan's doing it. Let's find out. Zoking mouse movement.
Okay.
Zoking, how do you hold your mouse? That's the video you want to be watching, I think.
We're about to find out.
Yes, that's the video. Zoking, how do you hold your mouse? Go Google it right now.
And you will see. You will see the insanity. Either way, are we going to get some insanity out of this round? Well, it's full USPs from Invictus, so we can't really expect too much. But Jamyong has been tagged down quite low. Luckily, trades do come through from ViCi. So hold your horses. Don't get too excited. Xiao has got himself another Deagle. But unlikely to repeat the heroics from the last round, or the near heroics from the last round.
Yeah, ViCi chilling, man. 4 alive. They can make sure they don't lose a gun on the way out of this round. They're cruising on the T side, man.
Cruising for a bruising.
I don't think so.
Is Invictus cruising for a bruising?
Norman was cruising for a bruising, but he does skate by. He's playing pretty well, this man. Not enough for it all on Invictus, and not enough for a whole lot of utility, which can be a bit of liability on the CT side of Train. You don't have those Molotovs on the inners bomb site and trying to hold on for rotations. You don't have a Molotov to stop people from running straight out of T-Con. It can be difficult. Molotovs are pretty important on this map. ViCi's not going to go for a faster play this time around. Instead, seems like a bit more of a default approach. Some pressure towards Ivy from Ormond to push into inners. This is something that's a little bit more characteristic of a low utility buy on CT side Train. Just getting aggressive. Where's the trade? No, Viva. He's just managed to get it back, but then traded from Advent. This puts a lot of pressure on the rest of Invictus. Okay, this game is a bit cooked.
That was a bit ambitious from Oi. I will say that much. Here comes Zoking. Oh, there's a smoke, so don't get too keen for that one. Flying. Might have heard Kaze, but it's unbelievable. Invictus have taped down their W keys and they don't stop, do they?
That was like a good example of legit not like letting go of W. Now Invictus, they've got their money reset again. This is kind of looking like Nuke. ViCi Gaming, they're just going hard and fast on the T side, and Invictus is just like, okay, can't really do much about that. Okay. Some of these rounds have been pretty close, to be fair, but I haven't really felt like in many of them that ViCi should be losing the round, you know?
That's true. And I also often see a lot of rounds at the start of halves that are very close, but the team that ends up winning those close rounds and starts to get on a bit of a roll does tend to run away with things.
This just in. Expert CS analyst Jordan Mays says the team that wins rounds ends up winning.
That's right.
You guys taking notes in chat?
Well, you better be.
Looking like a pretty good anti-eco. Can I jinx it? No, I can't. Can't be done. Flying does get one pick, but 3 alive for ViCi Gaming, not too bad. They'll be happy with that. That's my favorite picture. He's doing such an aggressive motion with his arms, but his face says, I love you. We're cool.
We're cool, man.
It's like passive aggressive.
And then you turn your back and you better watch out.
I would not be turning around from Kaze. No chance. Well, much better buy this time for Invictus. It's double AWP setup. It's a whole bunch of utility. Again, it's these outside smokes from ViCi very quickly, straight down SL. And this time, they bought themselves enough room. Partly thanks to those Molotovs. They kind of make the difference, actually.
There was a bomb drop, and that kind of prompted Zoking to try and push in for the trade, and eventually that was just one too many players lost for ViCi. Now the situation doesn't really look salvageable. But Ormond's found a timing to creep out through the smoke.
Cheeky. Now Kaze making his way towards Olof. Rop's flash thrown out there by Mr. Allman. Trying to do something snazzy. He's going to go back around and try to join up with Kaze, who's got legged and does get traded down, but this becomes a little bit more doable for Allman. And I have to say, when he's feeling it, he is usually a pretty clutch player.
Yep. Question is he feeling it today, Pilski?
I think he has been.
He was really good in DreamHack Summer. I don't know whether or not we're at that level at the moment. But he's gone for the long rotation, and I wonder if that does catch Invictus off guard. Nope, not this time. Destroyer turns around and puts that one to rest.
Only coming through with 2 guns there, though, for Invictus is going to be quite expensive for them. Destroyer can drop 1 and buy a rifle, or drop a rifle and say that he's the primary AWPer instead of Viva. That looks like what's going to happen.
That does happen every now and then. Actually, maybe more often than not, to be honest.
To be honest, with Destroyer's physique, he's a bit more of a unit. He should probably be on Marzalite. I think he fits better there.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You roll up to a land, Destroyer, Zilkenberg, Machine Gun. That's the team you're playing against.
Yeah. Probably get quite scared.
Yep.
Default setup from ViCi this time. Got a player up in the B halls over towards Ivy, a couple there, and 1 or 2 towards T-Con, just floating around, keeping an eye on things.
T-Con control for Invictus is a bit of a different look. And ViCi trying to put some pressure on the extremities going over towards Ivy this time around, where Destroyer is posted up. He's going to probably flash Viva onto the line on a good timing. This could work out great. When does Destroyer go for it? It seems like he's just posted on the angle, but if he drops a flash on that angle, that could be an easy double for Viva. Seems like they're just going to trust the crossfire.
There's going to be a smoke for Ivy, actually, and Viva goes early. Zoking trades it down. And so now Zoking's got a bit of room to work with, but this is going to be a crucial frag as well. It's gone in the favor of Allman. He doesn't recognize Flying's close, but he should have seen him, and he does. That's Dunzo. I don't know what Flying is thinking there. It's 3-on-2 now, and Jam Young's into the B bomb site. A site controller's there for ViCi as well. They've got options everywhere. South Saga will start to creep forward. Jam Young's going to drop. Bomb plant goes down. Kaze trades it, but he's on 1 HP. Up against the AWP. Peeks it. And of course, Kaze wins it. 6-3. A round that's probably a little bit too close for comfort for ViCi, but they do get over the line.
That breaks the money on Invictus, at least on the single save for them. So they still do have a fair amount of loss bonus built up. But I'd say ViCi, they're already doing a very, very good job on this T side. They're looking crisp today. The nuke ViCi Gaming and the T-side nuke ViCi Gaming, as well as the T-side that I'm seeing here. This is the ViCi Gaming that I want to see move on in the upper bracket to play Tyloo.
It's a ViCi Gaming that you want to see more consistently as well. One on Inferno, not going to have a chance against Tyloo. So far so good on Train though. Zoking's already started to work his way out. And walks straight into a headshot from Viva. Do like watching Viva with the Deagle. Does have good first bullet accuracy. I think always got a pretty good idea of where Jam Young's going to be coming from, but that's a good flick. Oh my word. Still, B-bomb site's cleared now, and ViCi can get the bomb plant down.
See if the Deagles can do any more damage. Flying's got himself an AK, and he's starting to head over towards that SL area.
2 players to get past. One of them being Allman, who is actually going to watch the ladder.
How's that not a kill?
Because, shut up.
Shut up. Okay, Jordan. I'll just do the only thing that's my job. Talk.
No.
There you go, no exits for Viva. 1 AK taken away from Fly. Ooh, yeah, he gets it. Okay. Yeah, that round was a bit dicey for ViCi, but Jam Young luckily doesn't go down. I think if Oi gets that kill there, then that's another one of those sketchy rounds for ViCi Gaming where it's like, what's happening? What's going on? Alrighty, another pretty good buy round for Invictus. All the utility, all the bells and whistles. Double orbs as well. Sarge's got his favourite orb.
Destroyer, he did want to go aggressive there on long, it looked like, but the flash just forced him back. Now Ormond, missed shot from Destroyer and absolutely punished for it. Viva also went down earlier in the round. That was the AWP of Kaze. It's a double AWP on the T side for ViCi.
Didn't see that. Was that recovered or was that right from the start of the round is what I wonder. I think it was just, yeah, it was just picked up for a sec by Jamyoung as they got that kill on Viva on upper ramp.
Right.
And now, actually, ViCi Gaming, they've kind of missed their window because they put pressure on Ivy there. They're going to go in towards inner. I thought the rotation was going to come out for Invictus, but end of the day, they've just found a timing to walk into inner. Maybe Xiao Sarge's found a timing for them, at least just for the one kill. Now they know exactly where flying is. Yes, bombs dropped on lower. And these Ts are quite segmented, but Kaze just does the sensible thing. Recovers that bomb. Hightails it out of there straight towards SL. And he's going to just chuck that bomb down. Good utility usage from ViCi. I think ViCi, at least today, have shown that they're a little bit better than Invictus in the mid-round. Pretty consistently, especially on some of these like fringe maps in the pool. Like a train, like a nuke.
But not Inferno, which is strange, because traditionally we always thought Inferno was a very good map for ViCi. Anyway, Flying's going to get to keep the AWP alive. Which is going to help the buy quite substantially, actually, for Invictus. Flying can drop 2 guns here. Or drop the AWP over and they might take a save. Yeah, the Scout's invested in. So they're going to take the single save here, Invictus. A little bit of a half buy. They could have actually forced together a buy, to be honest, but they've opted to go for the lower risk play. Double Scout, though, with an AWP. I don't actually mind it here for Invictus. A lot of opportunities for this to go wrong for ViCi, particularly if they're expecting to face a weak buy.
Yeah, a lot of power in this buy, but very much relies on getting some of those tags off, and I like ViCi Gaming's approach. Smokes onto the site, back train, as well as SL. They just get straight in there, start to isolate some of these angles. Neither of these scopes are going to do anything from Ivy as they've been smoked off and sort of just segmented back in towards this old bomb position where they can't really find any angles.
Bit of a roughie indeed.
ViCi's basically just won that round with utility. They can always lose it.
They can indeed. Zoking floating around in no man's land. A headshot from Flying. Advent, his position now known on the bomb train. But so far so good for ViCi. They avoid the disaster. And they'll continue to pile on the rounds here on the T side. This is up to 9 now. It's just getting a bit out of hand for Invictus.
I would agree. 9-3. Lose that AWP as well. Never really gets any easier. At least they have the loss bonus where they can put together good buys, but chances that Invictus has a T side this strong, I don't know.
I think I know.
You do know?
And I think it does involve that word. No. No chance. No chance. No way.
What happened?
Won't happen. Not gonna happen. No way. Well, double AWP again for Invictus. They've tried it a couple times. Hasn't really worked out too well against ViCi, who have been quite capable of taking both sides. Finding timing is really...
Look at this aggressive setup. They just bombed Zoking in the head with an incendiary. Feels bad.
It's gotta hurt. Bombs left outside of T-Con. ViCi are going to commit to the bomb site by the looks of things. And Norman, he just goes running past the sight lines of Destroyer on long. Gives up the bomb. This round's falling apart a little bit for ViCi. There's always going to be one of these where you just get a bit overconfident and things don't quite go your way. This time they've most certainly gone the way of Invictus. It's definitely a round that Invictus needed. They've got to ensure that they get through with all of their guns as well. It looks like they will. Kaze's the last one. He does have the bomb though. And a bit of time to work with, so see what he can do.
Well, I think that's kind of the name of the game here for Invictus. See if they can scrape 6 rounds together, because then maybe it's a little bit more doable on that T side once the game starts to get a little bit more back and forth. You can create windows of opportunity where you can try to streak rounds together by breaking that CT money, and who knows? Could be off to the races, mate.
Could be.
Been to the races?
Not lately.
I don't think I've ever been to the races.
Counter-terrorists win.
You ever seen someone get wall banged through that wall, Jordan?
No.
I think I've seen someone get wall banged through the floor once. I'm sure someone has that clip on Reddit somewhere.
On what map?
This map.
Oh.
Honk. That was a weird round, man.
It was. It felt like kind of a nothing round. Once ViCi lost that first pick, Orman gets caught running around on long. And you're like, oh, well, I guess that's the round then, isn't it? Good quick response, though, from ViCi. And speaking of quick, they're into the A bomb site at a blistering pace. Jamyoung again dies in a molly. We saw that on Inferno. It's a bit of a weird one. Maybe he's a bit of a pyromaniac and he can't stay away. Either way, it's a 3-for-2 trade and 3-for-1 actually. So ViCi just again kind of dropping the ball a little bit at the end of the half.
Yeah, they're letting Invictus back into it a little bit too much. Another one of these rounds where someone's alive for 45 seconds. How's your day going, Jordan? What'd you do today?
I woke up at 6 AM and I streamed World of Tanks. And I can't remember what I did for the rest of the day.
What is it? Aim for the
Cupola.
cupola.
Cupola. I did shoot the cupola a few times.
Okay. Well, that's nice, Jordan.
Thanks.
Invictus is going to win the round. Actually, ViCi money a bit cooked on 2 of their players, and Kaze can't drop everyone unless he doesn't want to go for it all.
Which,
Moral
to
of
be
the
honest,
story, shoot the cupola.
on the T side, maybe you can just go for the AKs. I think as ViCi here.
Yeah, why not?
Kaze's not too bad with the AK. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the right decision, to be honest.
I would agree.
Let's see what ViCi can do. They'd like to get double digits here. I'd like them to get double digits as well.
You know what I've noticed, Jordan?
Mm.
When Advent frags, ViCi loses.
Yes. Means because someone else is not fragging. And there's extra frags to go around for Advent to clean up here and there.
I guess so.
And
Advent was not the problem.
that ain't it. So far, Advent is not really fragging on the train. He's only got 4 kills in the half.
ViCi is owning.
They are owning, but maybe they could be owning a bit more.
Yeah. They're going to go for an inners execute. It's a retake kind of a setup for Invictus. Oh. Careful, Viva.
Oh. The AWP and catches Zoking even despite being flashed out. A little bit more here for ViCi though as Kaze chases Viva down. Bomb plants on the floor now courtesy of Advent. Xiao Saga creeps forward but Kaze covers well. That's his second with the AK for the round. Now a third and you were talking about the AWP maybe. As I said, doesn't really matter when it's Kaze. He can make an AK work as well. Now as spotted flying. That is an ambitious spray.
It was kind of working though. Flying sharp, man. Getting some damage on Advent now, peek into his flash. But the spray's too messy, and ViCi Gaming, they're going to get 10 rounds on this half of Train. Let's see if they can close out this series in the next.
To the fun, will it stand the test of time? Right now I need a sign. Tell me if it's over, come a little closer. We should take our time to think this damn thing over. Should we grow closer? Should this be over? My heart for your mind, probably we should start over. Tell me if it's over. Am I your lover? Are we going solo? Or is it polo? Her face is saying don't go. I'm acting like I don't know. Whisper my name. Say what you want, show me your thoughts. I do the same. My breath on your neck while I slowly caress. Feelings in gray. It's still the same. Tell me if it's over, come a little closer. We should take our time to think this damn thing over. Should we grow closer? Should this be over? My heart for your mind, probably we should start over.
And come alive.
10-5 the scoreline. It's ViCi Gaming against Invictus. And, well, once again, ViCi have run away with the first half. They also move on to the more favoured side of the map.
What are those odds? That's crazy.
1.2 to 12.
I'm not counting ViCi out of this Invictus out of this just yet.
Really?
Oh, look at that entry from Sage. Invictus on the T side. Why not? Look at him go. Sage's just getting it done himself. Runs straight into inner. The rest of Invictus getting ready to go towards outer. He picks up a smoke from the CT and throws it on inner, but here comes the exit. Invictus zooming out T-Con.
Yeah, but Advent is there trying to fire away a little bit with that P2000. Orman's also chimed in with one, so for all the good work that Xiao did, maybe the round will still go the way of ViCi. Flying does recover, but it's Advent, 1-on-1, both players low on HP. And Flying still needs to recover the bomb and plant it. He's creeping across. Advent spotted him out now and peeks the headshot. He's sharp. He's keen. He's excited. You can see he's pumped after that one.
The finger guns. Don't mess with Advent. Why does he buy the dualies?
What kind of noise do you reckon he makes with the finger guns? Is he a pew-pew kind of guy or is he a bang-bang kind of guy?
Bang bang. I reckon.
Advent's definitely a bang-bang kind of guy.
Definitely a bang bang kind of guy.
Can we get a vote in the chat? Right, pew-pew or bang-bang, depending on what you think Advent does. Because we all know if you make finger guns like that, you do have to make the noise.
Yep.
Anyways, you were saying, Pilsky, about the odds.
Okay. Well, see, here's the thing. They're going to force fire with the Deagles and armor.
And they're going to?
They're going to win.
Bang-bang?
Bang-bang. They're going to bang-bang. Not a pew-pew, it's a bang-bang situation.
What about pop-pop?
Pop-pop.
Yeah.
What about scrap?
What about we just move on past that one?
Sorry. Sorry, everyone. I've ruined it. Beaver's playing anti-flash.
Advent does need to be pretty careful. We're going to get a bit over-eager here, and Orman's dropped as well. Deagle power, as always.
M4 power, perhaps.
Oh, we didn't think about ratata.
Okay. That's a good reason we didn't think about it, I think. Now Sage's walked onto inner, though. And I think they pulled the rotation. It's an awkward duel for him to win. Jam Young is zooming around. Young man with the MP9. Finds that kill. Invictus, they're kind of all over the place. They had their chances in this round. Now they kind of like, I feel like they kind of squandered it a little bit. Yeah, they can sort of just move as a unit. Still try to close this round out, but Zoking, he's on a cute little off angle here. Look at that.
Yeah, He's going to do pretty well for himself. 2-on-2 still. ViCi can lose this round.
15 seconds. Bomb plant could get denied if Jam Young zooms down SL in time, but just taking a little too long. Does get the bomb down, but I'd say that Oi has got his work cut out for him. 180 crossfire, picks up the M4. Jam Young still zooming around, trying to buy time for ZoKing to get onto the site. No kit here. Oi cleans up that frag, repositions back around. Jam Young's going to tap it, but oh, that got very close.
Too close.
Just got it done though. Jam Young, nicely done. And despite the lack of a kit, ViCi, they hold on. Invictus almost got it done. And to be honest, with the bunch of kills that they've got and the cash that they've got in the bank, they should probably just buy again. Give it another crack. Probably break ViCi's money right here.
Yeah, such is the the life of a T-sided team. You just keep getting money. Viva can buy an AK and armor, so can Oi.
Kaze's got an AWP though, and they
can
might
see
not
how-
necessarily be ready for that.
Well, they have got enough util here. A few smokes, a few flashes, that can be enough to get into the bomb sites.
They've only got 4 flashes though, and they're going for a bit more of a map control based style. Kaze getting the flash ready for Advent to send him into T-Con, and in he goes.
And out he goes of the server. ZoKing, oh,
Good trade.
bit scared, bit scared. But you're right, he does get a good trade.
Invictus now at Ivy and SL, probably looking to go for a bit of an outer split. Kaze's running a million miles a minute back towards Dark Side. He's going to rotate inner. They're just going to leave ZoKing in hell. This is quite strange. He just smokes lower and then goes back towards Dark Side of Ivy. Needs to be careful though. What angle is Oi holding right now? That's what I'm kind of wondering. Is he going to punish Kaze on this peak?
Looks like Kaze's set up on the line.
It's a timing miss. I mean, Invictus couldn't have known that. Flying thought he was gonna smoke off SL, but Xiao Sage says, "No, we're just walking in, bruh. See how it goes."
Not sure how I feel about that against Kaze right
Look at
now.
the push from Orman. He's already got inners.
And the crossfire between ZoKing and Orman is going to be quite difficult to deal with. See how it pans on out. Well, ZoKing is run over, but Kaze gets the collapse. He walks through the smoke and he's finished him off. There you go, Orman as well. Helping out. And that's a good round for ViCi.
Yeah, Invictus, they're gonna have to take a single save now. Really not showing up, I would say. And I'm not feeling good about my predictions there. Kind of going even further behind.
Eagles for Invictus. I mean, they continue to put money into all of these rounds, and they're really trying their best to break that CT economy. Just got it on the precipice, but they're not able to get over the line yet. Here's another opportunity. 1 for 1. That's not too bad as far as Invictus is concerned. But Orman should have a pretty good time of cleaning up Viva here. He whiffs a couple of shots with the M4A1S, and so Viva will be allowed to survive for the moment. And Invictus come crawling into the A bomb site. Plan's going to go down pretty soon. Flying, trying to put that retrieved MP9 to work, but it's Destroyer to grab a double kill. Binked on the head by a grenade, but Jam Young gets binked in response. It's falling apart again a little bit for ViCi here. It's Deagles this time that are working for Invictus, and ViCi will save.
They don't have the money to be going for this. I don't even know if they have the money to buy in the next. Those Deagles doing great work. They always do once you get up onto some of those sight lines, like on that bomb train. And just get those crisp angles where basically it's all crosshair placement. You're just holding a line on top of that bomb train. All you got to do is click and click is what Destroyer did. Until there was not many ViCi players left. They recovered 2 guns from that. That's gone swimmingly for Invictus. They were definitely digging themselves into a hole. That was not crosshair placement, neither of those. That was all raw adjustment. Nicely done to get rid of those 2 players towards Dark Side.
Ooh, it's a force from ViCi.
Yeah, I'm keen to see if they're going to go for this play of taking T-Con again. Maybe an SL setup. This kind of weaponry, you kind of have to play a little more aggro. Interesting, Allman on the scout. Haven't seen that before. Push towards Ivy, actually. Kaze sending in Advent on the timing.
There's not much of a defense over on the B-bomb side. It's Jam Young solo. At least he's got an AK and an incendiary, but that really feels like the bare minimum right now for ViCi to defend B with. So they will be hoping that it's not headed in that direction.
Actually, it's no flash, and ViCi just send Advent in for info right as Oi starts to fall back. So really nice timing found there from Advent. He gathers a lot of info for ViCi. Now they can start trending back towards this inner bomb site. You're seeing the rotation come out. Advent sees that player rotating off. You see the shift from Kaze. He's got the AWP. He's still got full utility.
Well, ViCi's going to have to start using some of it soon.
I mean, they've got 2 mollies here. If ViCi plays their cards right and uses their utility correctly here, this could be a total shutdown for Invictus.
And to be honest, that's kind of what ViCi's been looking for this entire half. Great timing on the first incendiary. Actually, that was both incendiaries, and Xiao decides to go through it. He makes it happen. Jam Young doesn't win the aim duel. Well, they've used the utility correctly, Pilski, but they haven't won the round either way. Destroyer falls to Advent, who tries to hide away back in the smoke, but can't. And it's a 3-on-4 retake that's required. Zoking with a 5-7.
They're kind of giving it to Kaze, though. You got to stop peeking individually into him. You're giving ViCi Gaming an inroad back into this round. Zoking almost cleans up Sake there.
I think you got to call this one now. Kaze really doesn't want to overcommit. He wants to keep this AWP in the next round. It's a really weird one again. I just feel like ViCi probably should win that, but they don't. And Invictus are up to 7 now.
Yeah.
Slow and steady. It's very reminiscent of Nuke, isn't it?
Yeah, it's basically an identical game, I would say, actually. ViCi going to have to take a single save around this AWP. And Invictus will go up to 8 with potentially some pretty strong money behind it. Quick sandwich and E-box smokes out of Invictus Gaming.
Ooh. It's not going to help him get into the bomb side. Allman's ready and waiting with the scout, one of the few weapons that would really make much of a difference in the round. Kaze's over towards B, which is where Invictus are trying to speed things up to. USP comes out for Jam Young, but he can't do too much. Kaze catches Oi trying to cross into the site, but bomb's still not dropped, so situation is under control for now for Invictus.
Big flash, trying to get that bomb across to the site. Kaze changing up his angle, almost loses his life to Zhao Sage atop of the train. Allman trying to find an angle. Flank coming in here from Zoking, who's found himself an AK. This round's falling apart for Invictus. They're scrambling to try to find some fights.
Allman just decides to slow things down. Watch the one critical angle. Falls off. Kaze under pressure now, but when is Zoking coming? Now he's arrived. Viva turns around. He's got 3 players to find. That's the first. Needs a headshot onto Zoking. He's going to get it through the flash as well. And Kaze in a 1-on-1 has 20 HP. P2000 out now, but he's going to have to do something pretty heroic here. It needs to be a miracle for ViCi, and it might just be indeed. How has he won that? How has Kaze won that?
He even double tapped the body for good measure. That's a 14th for ViCi. That's a ridiculous round. Invictus should never be losing.
Well, hang on. There was instances in that where ViCi should never have lost it in the 1-on-3. But there was, I will grant you, also instances where Invictus probably should not have lost it either. So, it's just a roller coaster of a round, really. I think that's the only way to call it. And if I recall correctly, Pilsy, are you the one that doesn't like roller coasters?
I've never been on a roller coaster.
Okay, well, that wasn't.
I can't say whether I like them or not because I've never been on one.
Okay.
Actually, that's not true anymore. I did go on. It wasn't really a roller coaster. It was like a ground roller coaster.
Ooh, like what? Like a train set.
It's like a no. Yeah, I call it City Rail. Anyway, Advent. He's found that opener. So Invictus under pressure now, facing potential match point and broken money against ViCi Gaming. What do they do in a 4-on-5 to get themselves out of a sticky situation under pressure? It
Ooh.
seems like the answer is sit and wait for something to happen. And I don't know if that's really going to help them out.
No, ViCi have been pretty methodical with their pushes so far. You've only seen it every now and then and only in specific instances. So I don't think that Invictus are going to be given anything. Xiao almost checks Zoking there, but he doesn't quite. Norman's caught Viva, so it's no longer even a 4-on-5. Now it's a 3-on-5. And if you were asking that question initially, now you have to ask it again.
It just gets bad to worse for Invictus. Before they're really able to do anything, they're just losing more and more players. Credit to ViCi, they've looked pretty dominant tonight, I have to say.
Well, bit of a messy one from Orman, but he hangs on to it in the end, and that is 15 now for ViCi. 8 match points. Invictus have at least done well to get one more map on the board against ViCi this time, but the result will still be the same. At the end of the day, it's going to be ViCi and Tyloo that are in the upper bracket final, and Invictus once again will find themselves down in the lower bracket.
I don't think Invictus has necessarily played badly today, but they've just played very, very average. They're going to try and rush out through a whole bunch of utility. They've almost lost a couple of players on their way out of T-Con here, Jordan.
Destroyer is going to be knocked over by a stray wind, and he actually is out surviving most of his teammates. Wow, that round just disappeared, and so did Train.